Previously on Top $1 Million Agent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Now
nice.
we're talking, eh?
Yeah, I wouldn't change a thing.
This is stunning. You want to go for a dip, honey?
I do like the fact that, you know, I can come home after a long day of work and I don't have to worry about cutting the lawn to spend more time with the family.
I wouldn't go as far as saying it's a home run, Steve.
Lots of room back here, so putting a pool out in the front here.
There's not a lot of privacy, to be honest.
Spectacular, top $1 million agent. Out of this world, top $1 million agent. Come walk into a dream, a house you won't believe. Top $1 million agents.
It's definitely time to go to John Ferragamo to pick up a new suit to wear at my 40th birthday party. John, I can't believe how good that suit felt.
It looked good too. Very happy the way that came out.
I'm excited. You know what? The detail, even in that shirt and everything with the watch, I love it.
That's what we do best here. Yeah, that's what we do best.
I can't wait to see the other four.
Listen, I'll give you a call when they're good and ready.
You got it. That's
and,
perfect.
we'll go from there.
Thanks very much.
Okay.
John,
Good seeing you.
Thanks
Take
again.
care.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
My friends and family really gave me the royal treatment. Feeling good, looking great. I can do anything in this suit. The party was fantastic. Everything I could have ever hoped for. My wife Katia ordered an amazing spread of my favorite foods and even managed to get all my closest friends together to celebrate. Isabel, my mother-in-law, even surprised me with a troupe of dancers. It was a blast learning some new moves and getting to celebrate with all my loved ones. I'm a lucky guy. Here's to the next 40.
The next property is situated in the north end of Waterloo. Carriage Crossing is a social community with farmers markets and lots of walking trails close by. This luxurious two-story home features breathtaking finishes in the living room and dining room. The designer kitchen has a large custom island with oversized cabinetry, pot lights, and upgraded light fixtures. It has 4 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms, with fully finished basement and a large backyard for all the kids to play.
Just love this area too. North end of Waterloo, very, very quiet. Although a little bit of construction, subdivision's about 50 to 60% done. So in the next year or two, you're gonna see it finalize. And I mean, look at this palace.
It's gorgeous.
Doors already open. I think Isabel's actually been in there, turned all the lights on for us. Carriage Crossing's made up of about 100 homes of this stature, this size.
The wood columns, the copper roof, the brownstone brick, it's quite lovely. I can't wait to see the inside.
Perfect, follow me. Isabel, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, comfortable as always?
Yes. Look at this, Steve.
I saw that this morning, it was hilarious.
So funny. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Nice seeing you again.
You too.
I think the wow factor from outside really comes through, even into this entrance foyer here. Custom marble tile, not on a 45. Nice and straight for you, nice and linear. That blends really nice into the wide plank hardwood floors, both in our dining room and the living room. They've continued that through. Living room, obviously Isabel was making herself at home. Lovely living room there. Beautiful views of the front yard, and the dining room beyond us here to the left is big enough you could seat 12 to 16 people in that dining room very, very easily. You've got all your coffered ceiling, all your accent lighting, all your wall sconces, and the woodwork in there is tremendous. Very, very nice.
You know what, Steve, I agree. This place is fantastic. The only thing it's missing is the open to below the other house has had, and the Juliet balcony that Laura loved.
So you can serenade me.
You really do like to sing, don't you? Perfection's hard to attain in houses. We try, but you know what? Hey, I don't think there's a way to get a Juliet balcony in here, but I think there's other aspects of the home that'll really blow you away.
There is a fabulous main floor laundry where you have 2 washers and 2 dryers. So all those loads of laundry will go in half the time.
That's amazing because we have lots of laundry.
And that gives you access to the 3-car garage from there too.
Good.
Not much else to talk about here. The wow factor just is apparent everywhere. Add that to your powder room and a nice sized closet on the main floor. Really, I think we've got a recipe for a really, really nice home.
It's great,
Except the Juliet balcony.
except the balcony.
You know what? Let's take a run through the back of the house, take a look at the living room and the kitchen.
Sounds great.
Alrighty?
Let's do it. Oh,
Great.
this is really nice.
Here's the wow factor.
Kitchen.
Nice.
They really like to check out the kitchens, huh?
Yeah, well, this is where all the living is done,
That's
right?
It's all about the kitchens.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Love it.
Laura, I saw you eyeing out that staircase when we walked by, and the use of that white riser and the dark hardwoods, really, really nice contrast there. And that staircase goes all the way right down to the basement. Another 1,100 square feet finished down there. Your kitchen here, you know, the use of crown molding, all the glass work, all this wide plank hardwood floor, contrast island, it really, really sets this gourmet kitchen off. Back to your family room, custom stone mantle. We've seen those in a few other houses. They've really done a nice job of incorporating that. And now instead of using the light cupboards like they did in the kitchen, they've brought sort of that island color in and used that dark cabinetry on the side there, really give a lot of warmth in that room. And this morning room, really a lot of light coming in from the backyard. You've got a little servery at the back, lots of access to storage.
I agree that this house is lovely. You know, it's trimmed out great, decorated beautifully, but it's missing some of the wow factors that some of the other houses had that I really loved. You know, in the foyer, we don't have the open to above area with the Juliet balcony. And here in the living room, you know, we have the flat ceiling here, instead of a nice cathedral ceiling or open to above. I think it's missing out on the wow factors that, you know, I think we need.
I'm a little bit annoyed right now. Seriously, this is everything on our wish list. Everything. You can't be picking it apart to those nitty gritties.
Yeah, but don't forget, you know, you're also adding on 30 minutes to driving time there and back. My quality of life's gonna suffer.
This is why we have a nice home office. You can just do 3 days a week here instead of 2. Just gotta compromise a little bit.
Yeah, what about, you know, the living area is pretty small, you know? I like to have my friends over to watch the hockey game, Sunday night football. It's not doing it for me.
Just gotta compromise a little bit.
Yeah, what about, you know, the living area is pretty small, you know? I like to have my friends over to watch the hockey game, Sunday night football. It's not doing it for me.
What did you say, Steve? 1,100 square feet in the basement?
There is.
All right, there you go. Solution.
Keep in mind that if you really love this home, we can have this home built in the Ridge. It will change your budget between $200,000 to $300,000 more just due to the location and being close to the 401. But we can have that built there, and you can make your changes to suit your needs and, you know, your family lifestyle.
Hold on, what are we starting at here if we're gonna be adding another $200,000 to $300,000?
We're looking at 1,525 here.
It's not too bad. It's still under budget.
That's still in our budget, yeah?
I think you're gonna really come in just over that $2 million mark and really have an exquisite home, especially adding your design touches into it.
Sounds like a good compromise, but how long does it take to design, build? Like, what are we talking here, a timeline?
Well, it depends how picky Steve is.
I suppose, but you know, being in the industry, we also understand that, you know, we're talking, could be 3-4 months for permits and then another 6 months to build. Like, we
Yeah.
might not be able to move until next year.
Anything in Deerage or here, everything's serviced, it's ready to go. I would say if you budget sort of that 6 to 8 month mark, I think you could really get something done, ironed out.
That's something to consider, right?
It is.
Okay.
Well, I have to go. I have another appointment. Enjoy your closet time with Steve, and I'll see you later.
It's great to see you.
Nice seeing you too.
Thanks a lot as well.
You're welcome.
A lot of time with Bailey.
Closet time with Bailey. Enjoy it.
Steve, look at this beautiful skylight, all the natural light for you.
Oh yeah, that's great.
That is really nice.
You notice they've done a great job of bringing all the hardwood floors right into the foyer here.
Yeah.
And I mean, Steve, you're a tall guy, but these are all 8-foot doors in here as well. So you got lots of room.
Yeah, I like it.
Very nice looking.
The double coffered ceiling.
And the speakers, wicked.
So a total of 3 bathrooms up here and 4 bedrooms. Every room has a full walk-in closet. 2 of the bedrooms share a Jack and Jill bathroom, and then one of the lucky kids will get their own ensuite as well. Closet time, as Isabel said downstairs, that closet down the hallway there before the ensuite is extremely generous. All custom built-ins there, storage for all the shoes, suits, and all that. And that ensuite, you've got a gorgeous, gorgeous corner shower, huge, fully glassed. Nice corner tub, your double sinks as usual. So all in all, I don't think you could actually find a better second floor layout than what we've got here.
Steve, I agree that this second floor is outstanding. It's beautiful, but you know, this house is missing some of the wow factors I need. Those open to above areas, and you know, the living area, it's just a little too small for, you know, the friends and all that. It's not for me.
That's how we settled this. I thought we agreed downstairs that 1,100 square feet is more than enough room for you to entertain all of your friends in the basement.
You know what? I think this is a dream ensuite, a dream master bedroom, and I think all the kids are going to be happy as well.
Especially when we shove one of them in the basement.
The last house I have for Laura and Steve is in a picturesque neighborhood in Kitchener. This architecturally impressive home is ideal for a large family. The stunning curved dual staircase is a showstopper. The kitchen has a center island, granite counters, and porcelain tiles. There are 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms. It also has a finished basement with its own kitchen, ideal for guests and entertaining. It's got a huge backyard with an upper level sun deck for the whole family.
So a great neighborhood here. As you can see, you've got beautiful green space, exclusive street here, only about 20 homes. Grand River, again, borders this whole subdivision, close to all your schools. You've got entertainment within 5 to 10 minutes of here, all your shopping, all your bars, restaurants, close to hospitals as well. You know, the kids and stuff, it's important, doctors, dentists, that kind of stuff. You're about 2 minutes off the 401 as you saw coming in, so very, very easy to get back out for your commute. So, I mean, it's very ideal here for you.
Yeah, notice that there's this part over here.
Yeah?
It's just green space right now. Could we possibly expand the house out?
Oh my God. Okay, Helen, let's take this inside.
I think we should.
Let's go.
What's that room just over there?
You're talking about the one with the pitch roof there?
You got it. Let's expand that straight up to like a nice cone dome in the inside. Yeah. I think this place has a lot of potential. I like it.
I think you've got a pretty good vision for this place already. I mean, roof's coming off already, extending the peaks. I'm excited.
Yeah, we'll see what Laura thinks.
Speaking of the girls, I think they got a bit of a surprise for us inside. You want to head in?
Let's do it.
Awesome. After you.
Thanks.
The best is yet to come.
Steve, this is fantastic. Would love to work with this house. The views to the back, you got the Juliet balcony. This is fantastic. What's the surprise you're talking about?
Surprise only here if you brought your voice and your guitar.
Well, I didn't bring my guitar.
You know, I think if you sing, surprise will come from up top.
No matter how strong, I'm gonna tear you down with one little song. I'm gonna tear it down and see what you're worth, what you're really worth to me.
Wow. Laura, you are one lucky lady. I wish my husband could sing to me like that.
Come on down.
I don't know, maybe you could even quit your day job.
What do you think of this place?
After a performance like that, what do you think of this place?
I love it. Look at the potential. It's, you know, you can see, you know, put some windows back there. You can see right to the back. It's fantastic. I love it.
I don't know if it's got that coziness that I was hoping for.
I think the reason, you know, we've got such a grand house, we're 5,000 square feet here. So we're considerably bigger than some of the ones we've seen. But, you know, with a combination here of, you know, the 14 and 16-foot ceilings right the way throughout this whole main floor, bringing Steve and Helen here, I think between the two of them, they're going to be able to really add some flair to these spaces and probably, you know, give you that coziness and that nice feel you're looking for the family.
I've been to this house a couple of times now, so I know the rooms really well. So I think as we're going through, I can come up with some really great ideas for you. I think you're going to love.
Sounds great.
I mean, you've got 5 bedrooms upstairs here, right? So more than enough room for all the kids. Your living room, dining room off to the right of the foyer here are twice the size that we're used to seeing. So in terms of family functions and the entertaining side of it, breaking that space up is going to be very, very easy for you.
Yeah, I mean, look at the back of this. Like, you can easily open up all those walls there and have that great view.
I mean, that's your $1 million view. And I mean, some of the coziness You've got a main floor office. If you do want to work a couple of days from home, you've got a bright open kitchen. I don't know.
Huh? Let's talk more.
You willing to work with it?
Not just yet, but let's talk more.
Why don't you show us some more of this?
Let's go. You're anxious. Let's get in there. These ceiling heights are just unbelievable. Definitely something to work with here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, oh yeah.
This whole space is great.
It is. No, Steve, I really like your vision for this large living room. I mean, with the 16-foot ceilings in here, I think you're right. You know, opening that back wall up with a wall of windows, maybe a transom of some sort, you know, bring all that natural light that you both love so much in.
Yeah, it'll just make the ceilings even feel a little bit taller with that skylight. And even the front, if we can even add a little more windows in the front, kind of blend it in with the back, you have a winner. It'd be beautiful.
How long is all that gonna take? Like, we could build a custom home in that time, really, and like, are we gonna postpone moving for 6 months?
I mean, you do have $1 million view. The lot speaks for itself. It really comes down to, you know, is the house workable? Does it have that framework and the bones you need to be able to work around it?
Guess we got something to think about.
Yeah.
The master suite is huge. Why don't we take a run up there and see how you like that upstairs space, see if that's workable for you.
Sounds good.
All right? Let's go. Call you home.
Thanks.
The staircase feels so grand going up, eh? I still like that focal point.
That's beautiful.
It's really nice.
Lots of big windows would be great there.
It would be, definitely.
Oh, it's nice.
Laura needs a little more convincing. I know she'll be impressed with the master bedroom and ensuite.
You know, I think what I would do though with that side of the house is 2 of those bedrooms already have their own ensuite walk-in closet. I think I would take 2 of those bedrooms, put them to 1, give it its own ensuite, and do a 4-bedroom upstairs, and then put one of the bedrooms in the basement. What do you think?
I honestly think you're being a bit of a dreamer again. We talked about this downstairs. I don't think any of this stuff is realistic right now. We don't plan on moving 6 months from now, do we?
Well, if this is the house for us, then, you know, that's the stuff we need to do.
Maybe it's not the right house.
Steve's an architect. He likes to think big. Talking about big, let's go and check out this backyard.
Now, this is the kind of landscape that could totally change my mind on the purchase of a house. This is beautiful. It's such a nice, clean slate to start with. It's really pretty back here.
I think putting a really good-sized pool in here for the family. I mean, we're not talking about a smaller pool with a corner lot. I mean, I'm seeing a full sort of custom plan back here, irrigation, lighting, sound.
Steve, I feel like you're blowing our budget out of the water here. Like, massive renos in the house, massive landscaping. Like, I see in your head and your vision, you're like, this is gonna be awesome. And okay, so seriously, what's the bottom line? Because this is sounding astronomical to me.
You know, your starting price point here is just under 1.3 million.
Honey, I've worked the numbers out in my head for the renos. For the house, you know, we're looking at, you know, 600 to 750,000. We're well in our budget.
So, like, 2 million.
That's right.
Let's face it, Dad, that beautiful oasis back here, maybe 250. They're still in that 2.2 to 2.3 million range, well under budget, and I think you got a great home at the end of it. What do you think, Steve?
Just comes up to timing, really.
Yeah, because if we're looking 6 months, maybe more like a year now, if we're talking about the pool and the landscaping.
Hey, Steve, it is quite a long time. You know, maybe what we need to do is Laura and I need to take a couple of days, you know, talk it over as a family, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, really think hard about a decision and come back to you.
I mean, they've been, you know, 4 really nice houses, very, very different. And you know what? Why don't we take you out, show you a little bit more of the subdivision, maybe even the golf course, and we'll reconvene in a couple of days.
Sounds great.
Awesome, let's go.
4 great properties. I think it's gonna be really hard for them to narrow it down to just one. I've asked Laura and Steve to meet me at the Deerage Golf Course to talk about all the great places we've seen this week. I can't wait to hear their final decision.
I'm glad we got that round of golf in before all this thunder and lightning started.
Yeah, I'm excited to be a member here.
I feel like we're gonna have to force you guys almost into a decision here, otherwise we're gonna get rained out.
Yeah, it's looking pretty fearful.
It is. 4 unbelievable homes. You know, we've got that lovely backyard oasis, lots of privacy, and room for the family to grow. I know it's on the high end of the price point, but all in all, a wonderful, wonderful home. We've got our custom build that, despite the area, being Carriage Crossing, and I know your commute times were a little bit long on that one. Really, it spoke to both of you, I think, in terms of the finishings. The Raise the Roof project, I think Steve and I had a little too much fun in that house, maybe, but, I think with Steve and Helen's vision, that house could be an unbelievable family home for you, I really do. On our last house, with the corner lot, those lovely stone pillars, wrought iron fence, that blank slate backyard that I think you could do also an unbelievable job with. And I think that house both spoke to you architecturally, especially Steve from the front. Where are we at?
You guys are killing us here. So which closet is the closet?
Well, I think we're gonna go with Backyard Oasis.
Definitely Backyard Oasis.
Yeah.
You know what? It's an unbelievable choice. Gorgeous home. I mean, what was the deciding factor for you both?
The house is perfectly set up right off the bat. There's really not much work other than, maybe a barbecue area under the covered porch. As soon as you walk in that house, it has great wow factors right away, which I love. The big open to above with the Juliet balcony. The living area was nice and big for our family and friends. And then, the showstopper, which really was the backyard.
I think a great choice all in all.
I think you made a great decision.
Thank you.
You know what? Turnkey and just a bit under budget.
Exactly.
I think it's time to get the offer drafted. What do you think?
I think so. Let's do it.
Great.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Next time on Top $1 Million Agent. I love it.
A little small.
Not everybody's your size.
It is known as like the Louis Vuitton in real estate.
I totally disagree. I think that you're being very short-sighted. I'm surprised we even have to have this conversation.
Honestly, babe, you cannot expect a beach bar to generate the kind of money on $10, $12 million in cash. This isn't going to fly with them.